What's up, my fellow creatures? I love horror stories, and I love horror games and movies. I'm all about the horror, the adventure, and the scare that comes along with it. But when it happens to you, you start to get mixed feelings. I've always felt that my house was somehow haunted because I would hear sounds or hear my name being called. And of course, I would think that somebody's actually calling my name. I would go to my parents or my little brother and say, "Hey, did you call me?" Of course, they come to me and say, "No, no one called you." And I'll be there confused. Like, I definitely heard somebody call my name. Who called me? No one called me. When we bought the house, in the attic, there was a bunch of dolls, photos, and I guess trinkets of old things that wasn't back in the day. We threw all that stuff away, and I believe something happened in the house from years ago that's still lingering around the place. One day, me and my aunt and uncle decided to download an app of this ghost hunting, and we thought we would play it for fun. We went to the basement, which is the most scariest place ever, and we started playing the game. It started to creep us out a little bit until the basketball that was on the table that never moved before all of a sudden fell off the table and started bouncing all over the floor and rolled right to us. We jumped and we got scared to the point we ran right upstairs. We tried to explain to my parents what happened, and of course, like anybody else, they were confused and started telling us we gotta stop playing those horror games. It starts to get to your head. We stopped and we never did it or gone to the basement since then. Of course, I didn't have a choice because I have to do laundry. That's where all the clothes are. But we were scared to do that again. Another haunting thing that I come across is in school. In elementary school, me and my best friend thought it would be fun and cool to try that Bloody Mary. If you guys don't know who Bloody Mary is, it's a spiritual woman who's dressed in a veil who comes at you through the mirror in the bathroom. So we decided to go to the bathroom and do it ourselves. Of course, since it was elementary school, we didn't have a lighter, but we did try something. We had the water running, turn off the lights, and I believe we had like a little flashlight or a phone. And then we start staring at the mirror and say its name. After saying its name 3 times, we started to hear creaking, and we stood staring in the mirror. After that, we jumped because one of the doors opened. We ran out of that bathroom, and we never did it again. We thought it was fun and would be cool because we've seen a lot of YouTube videos on the case, but we never thought something actually would happen. Another game that was scary was that we were playing when I was younger. Is that when I was younger, there was used to be a babysitter that would watch me over my brother. But before my brother was born, it was just me, and the babysitter had a daughter. The daughter would play with me in this game. I forgot what it was called. I think it was like hang, not hangman, but more like hunter or something like that. It's basically playing the game on hide and seek, but in the dark. pure blackness, no light. And what we would do is that we will call out its name, and we have to give a little sign that we are near. After that, we start to feel around to find the person. We had to stay quiet. But there was this one time I felt something touched me, and I started running because they weren't near me. Then I tripped. I tripped in a metal bar and hurt my foot. Of course, she turns on the lights and was wondering what happened. And I said, because you were right next to me. But she told me she was in the bedroom. She wasn't in the laundry room where I was. That terrified me. Although the game was fun, I decided to lead us to play again. But it was so creepy to the point I started to get nightmares about the game. Who touched me? I don't know who touched me. If it wasn't the babysitter's daughter, then who was it? Another creepiest thing is that when I was at my grandmother's house, I would see someone across the road. I swore somebody was there, so I came to my parents or my grandmother saying that someone's across the road staring at me, just standing there. But when they came, nobody was there. They were all gone. I felt like I was seeing things, or maybe my grandmother's house was also haunted. I started to play a game with my aunt in her basement. Of course, it was scary and creepy because her basement was so quiet, silent, and dusty. And every time the machine starts running, it always gets me jumping. But there was this one time the door opened on its own and we ran upstairs. We didn't know what caused the door to open. And then we hear the rustling wind outside through the little glass window from the basement that we shouldn't be able to hear because it was solid shut. But since then, we decided not to touch the basement again until later on we decided to go back in the basement thinking it was just all in our heads. But it still got me questioning, was the house really haunted? Or maybe it's just me? Thank you for listening to some of the stories that I've gone through. And yes, they're based on a true story that happened in my life, and to this day I still questioned what was going on because I wasn't the only one that was experiencing it. It was also people around me that saw and heard the same thing I did. So was the place really haunted? Or is it just all in our heads like my parents said, that we've been playing or listening or watching too many horror movies? I don't know, what do you guys think? Has anything scary happened to you? Let me know in the comments below. If there's if there's a story you want to hear or any questions you'd like to ask, please let me know and I'll make a video on it. Please hit the like if you like the video, and I hope you guys like the drawing I did. It's supposed to be a remake of one of the drawings I did years ago, and it is Alex and Alexandra. Aren't they cute? I'm selling the picture on a canvas in my store, but it won't be a while until the store opens. But I do have a demo of what the store may look like. Just check out the link below and it'll take you right to the website. Check around, feel free as if you need, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.